more.
And more, baby.
All right, here we go.
All right, let's do the damn thing.
Was that the notification you just got?
What's that?
Did you just get a notification for the show?
I think so. Yes, I did.
I hope so. Good. Cool. So we'll get the notification. Um, oh shit. Show started streaming. Yeah, so we're on officially. Hey everybody, welcome back to Overdose Vapes. This is Travis, and this is Obese Mode, episode number 119.
Ooh,
So that's a
shit.
lot of damn episodes. And with me, I've got Naki today. So what's up, Naki?
Whoop, whoop. Nothing much. Just chilling like a villain, you know.
Why don't you tell the folks about your new job?
My what? Sorry.
Your new job.
Oh, I work in a vape shop now. It's on call right now, but he got the news of the Trump thing as I got hired. So he's like, "This is a bad day for you to work."
Yeah,
I was like, "Hey, on call, whatever you got to do, bro. I want to work for you."
for sure. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, other than that, nothing new. Just doing the damn thing.
Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Yeah, cool. Now, I don't know if anybody saw, but Trump. I mean, hey, look, I'm not a Trump guy, but I did see that he had tweeted something else later on, where he kind of said, "Hey, like, no, I like vaping as an alternative to smoking, but we got to get it out of the hands of kids," which is, all bullshit. But he did say, "I like vaping as an alternative to smoking."
Yeah,
So I do think that's going in the right direction, and hopefully that is a sign that we're not looking at a federal ban. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
exactly.
I mean, even when they were talking about the federal ban, they were talking about it's going to be weeks before that actually um,
Yeah,
came into place.
several. Yeah, it said several weeks, I think.
Several weeks to a month, they said. So,
Yeah,
so it's good. It's good.
we
All
got
right,
that on our side at least.
let me pop out the chat real quick.
How do you get the chat to pop up on just using Zoom?
You have to go to. You have to actually go to the.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
can
give.
send you. I can actually send you the link though in
Oh,
our in
okay.
our Zoom chat here. And anybody who's in chat, just give me 1 second. I will get to saying hello. Send you this shit real quick.
A lot
I
of
should have
things
went
going
with
on.
I should have went with like how I did it last week with the YouTube's new streaming things. It's all built into one thing, but it was such a
Oh,
it was just such a pain. This is so much easier for me.
right. It's what we're used to.
Yeah. So here we go. You see the chat in the side of Zoom there
Oh,
on
actually,
the bottom of your on the bottom of the screen. There
yeah.
should be like a bunch of things.
Oh, yeah.
Like there should be one that says chat. I'm
All
gonna
right, there we go.
put the link for. There you go.
All right, yeah, because I couldn't find it up on YouTube for some reason. That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
There, there we go.
There you
All
go.
right, we're sexy now.
Now you got some chat going on.
Whoop whoop.
All right. So hello everybody. What do we got going on here? We got Pete Goodwin. What's going on, brother? Scratching his nuts. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. That's where Donkey does work for himself, scratching his nuts. Beauty and the Vape. What's going on, girl? How you doing? Yeah, definitely he did get slammed. I mean, his ignorance on this issue, much like every other issue that he speaks on, was clear and apparent. And so I think people just getting at him has a real effect. And he, the reality is Trump really lives on Twitter, and he takes that really seriously. And so
Oh yeah.
if he gets a lot of feedback, negative feedback on Twitter, that will have more of an effect on him than any politician ever could. So yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah.
DIY down under. How you doing, lady? Hope you're doing well on the other side of the world. Yeah. I think his real fights are definitely oil in Saudi Arabia and burning the rainforest. So hopefully the vaping just is a fart in the wind, as it were. Yeah, and beating the vapes right. Call the White House, email, tweet,
Oh
tweet,
yeah.
especially tweet. I mean, I can't. I can't. I really can't express enough how important Twitter is to this administration.
Oh yeah.
Rob Scanlon, how you doing? Tony Laura, my man, been sending me some crazy videos lately, but I appreciate it very much. David Settles, we got Naki in chat. Hey, what's going on?
What's happening? There we go.
Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, he definitely does live on Twitter. That's That's the reality of this president. And it was the reality before he took office. I mean, he
Oh
has
yeah.
been a Twitter guy um, more than anything else. I think really his popularity, as far as like his fame, um, really lies at the heart of like the heart of his fame is Twitter. And he did his little shows and everything. And he, being rich and everything is apparently that's like a skill, being born into money. But that was like his bread and butter for a while. But really, once Twitter took off and he started to take part in that, that's when he really got famous because
Oh yeah.
people were tuning into his hot takes um, for a really long time before he ever decided to run for office. And it's funny because you can look back on Twitter and really see like all the things he's doing now in office. If you go back to when Obama was in office, a lot of the things that he criticized Obama for, like presidential, what do you call them? Instead of going through Congress to pass a bill, they do the.
Oh shit! I know this one.
Oh my God, I can't believe I can't. I'm blanking on this.
Not. It's not bipartisan.
No, that's
Veto.
when the what now?
That's when the president's denied. Vetoes when the president denies the fucking
Yeah,
bill.
but
That's right.
this is just like when the president says, "I want to do this, and I'm not going to go through Congress, so I just do it."
Right.
Presidential, freaking goddamn it! I must have wet brain or something because I am just soggy up top right now. But I mean, a lot of the things that Obama was doing, Trump has continued doing as well, and
Right.
really most politicians will continue to do in the future. Things like drone attacks, continuing these wars, executive order. Rob Scanlon, Twitter, man,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yeah, but that's the reality of, and it's funny to look. It's not funny because it's so hypocritical in a lot of ways, but
Yep.
it's easy to like be a armchair quarterback for people in office, and then when you get into office, I think it's the reality of what it takes to run a country really kind of comes into focus. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, but anyways, but that's the same for, like I said, any politician. Some people are more prepared to be politicians than others, but I think most of them. It's I thought Obama was going to get us out of Afghanistan. I thought Trump was going to get us out of Afghanistan. So it is.
Nope. That's a big campaign thing. We're like, I want to get out of Afghanistan. A couple months later, more troops in
Yeah,
Afghanistan.
seriously, and more drone strikes and just killing innocent,
Mm-hmm.
killing civilians. I
Yep.
think oftentimes it's easy for us to be like, well, it's halfway across the world. I've never seen a drone strike. I've never seen a missile hit a fucking hut and kill a family of 6, with the possibility that maybe one of them is a terrorist. So it's like
Right.
for us, it seems like a movie, like a TV show. It's like not real, but trust me, it's very real.
Oh yeah. And it happens every day, all day.
Straight up. Hey, Vaping Life with Vaping Jason. What up from Central California? What up from Northern California? Me and Knock
Oh
up
yeah.
here up in Ukiah, California. This is and Panda up here up north. So
Can't forget the panda.
can't forget her. So let us know what part of Central California you're from. Bakersfield, maybe. Let's see.
I'm gonna guess Los Banos.
Maybe Merced.
Yeah, that area. Maybe Fresno.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Being the vape, it's like running for high school presidency. Everyone gets a slushy machine if I'm elected. No more homework if I'm elected.
That's right.
Free milk.
Ooh, oh, that's a quencher right there.
No, I mean like free milk. Like the guy's arrested. His name's Milk.
Oh,
Free milk.
oh, my bad.
I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, so the DIY Down Under said she vapes THC, toffee, honey, and cream flavors and lived. And no, that's not too soon. It's just right on time. Fresno, we were all wrong. Come on, Naki. It's enough of that.
That was my mom.
Dang, Mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute and talk to her real quick.
Go for it, brother.
I'll mute myself.
All right. I'll mute you. Anyways, so Vaping Life with Vaping Jason up there or down there, yeah, south of me in Fresno, California, home of the Bulldogs, both the gang and the football team, the college football team. So excellent, nice to see you, nice to have you, and yeah, what up, everybody? James Rivera's here. So as you can see, we're doing the show earlier than normal today. Yeah, we're starting here at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. as opposed to 7 to make it easier on our folks from back east to enjoy the content. And yeah, I'm liking it. It's nice to get this done a little bit earlier than normal. And yeah, I'm stoked. So we're going to start with what everybody's vaping on tonight. And then we're going to move into, I got a care package. I don't see him here tonight, but I got a care package from our good friend Fix It Danner. And one of those flavors was this really good berries, spelled like really good. And so I don't know yet. I haven't tried it yet. So I want to try that. I have it. Well, I said it's spelled really good because it's spelled all crazy. Okay. And when I have to explain the joke, then it's ruined. You ruined my joke. And I'm going to try that today in the Venus RDA by Stage Vape. Great little RDA for flavor. And I have that on the Polar mod from Vaperz. And we're going to try that flavor out with some cotton bacon, of course. And so, yeah, looking forward to trying that. He also sent me a bottle. It's so funny because we were just talking about this last week. He also sent me a bottle of the Mama-san, my first time ever trying the Mama-san of any flavor. And it's funny because in chat last week, someone said, just stay away from purple cheesecake. And he actually sent me the purple cheesecake. So it's funny. But also to let you know what I think about this review, also going to be happening on this really soon. But at first, when I tried this, it tasted a little flowery to me, and I wasn't really digging it. But I kept coming back to it for some reason and trying it over and over and over again, to the point where now I've just been vaping it for a couple of days. And there's some really good things about it. There's some really bad things about it. This has the most present that graham cracker crust element of any cheesecake I've ever vaped. So, boom, there it is.
There you go.
But there are some really big negatives as well. But it was cool because Fix It Danner's the man, and not only did he get in on supporting the DIY and supporting the nicotine-free white girl available in small quantities to my friends and family. But he also sent out a couple bottles of e-liquid, including the purple cheesecake from Mama-san. Yeah, spelled like it was on the e-liquid bottle, exactly. Really good. Really good.
Oh, shit.
It's spelled like the internet. Anyways. So I keep seeing everybody saying bad news from New York this evening, and I saw a couple other people, DIY Down Under, said something about it. What's going on in New York? Let me know, you guys, in chat. Somebody spell it out for me, because I really don't. I really don't know
about this either.
Yeah, I don't. I wish I did. I try to keep up on this kind of stuff to talk about with you guys on the show, and obviously for my own benefit as a vapor. Beauty of the vapor.
I used to say, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I usually stay up on the news too. I'm subscribed to Kazaa and everything.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on in New York. So
yeah, I'm blind to it right now.
Are we? I mean, is this just me? Are we? It seems really quiet. Like, is the sound volume okay, everybody?
Yeah.
New York flavors are banned. Wow.
Oh.
New
York's flavors got banned?
Yeah, full flavor ban in New York, 2 weeks to empty the store shelves. At least, hey, look, I will say this. At least they are giving them. This is a shitty thing to shitty way to even look at it. But at least for the store owners, it gives them 2 weeks to offload some of that investment that they have in the flavors. And look, you guys.
Ooh, Utah.
Look, you guys. I know that this seems really bad, but we're gonna just have to go along and fight this in a different way, like the UK has done with their 0 milligram 50 ml bottles, short pour bottles, and a 10 milligram nicotine shot. That is a way to get over this ban. I really don't. There's no way for them to ban a bottle of VG, PG, and fucking flavorings. You can call it fucking beard oil. I don't care what you call it, but there are ways around these laws. And
there's loopholes everywhere.
Okay, cool. I'm glad the sound is good. Okay, yeah, it's really a fucking shame, man. Cuomo, man, That fucking guy, dude. Josh Vapes, nice to have you in the chat. Shane, what's going on, brother? Shane lives in New York, so this is shitty. This is a shitty proposition for them. I'm sure that Josh Vapes, I'm sure if they've banned flavors, I'm sure there's no online ordering. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure too.
You know, and it's like when we have these people that are just itching to get people in trouble, like the fucking guy, the make it fucking right guy. This is the fucking shit that happens. We get states that ban flavors. I hope he's happy. I mean, sure, he's fucking ecstatic to have all these people go without vaping and to have all those smokers be stuck smoking and not able to find a safer alternative. So, you know.
Oh, yeah.
People that are like,
That's a very lucrative move.
Not to vape.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They're gonna end up coming back to smoking.
Yeah, people who are just started vaping, or people who are just, you know, like just still struggling with nicotine addiction, they're gonna go back to smoking, and that's shit. That's really shit. And you know what? Rob Scanlon makes a huge point. The hobbyist vapors will find a way. Not sure about the dual users and smoking one year switch. That's so true. That's so true. Because look, yeah, like I can get a bottle of 0 milligram, mix it with Nick. It's really not a big issue, obviously, you know.
Not the same,
But it's not as easy for someone who's already confused, a 50-year-old housewife who's already confused about vaping to begin with. You hand her one of these and she's like, I don't know. It's got batteries and a screen. I don't know. I can't even use my fucking cell phone. And now I'm supposed to mix my own e-liquid. It's going to be overwhelming for them. And Josh, I'm glad to see that you're going to make some videos on DIY. It's important for that right now.
This is not okay. The smoke is still legal.
Well, they're saying they're going to nicotine or tobacco flavors through. Somehow they think that's like, oh, tobacco flavors, so you guys are fine. Just vape your tobacco flavors.
That's bullshit.
It's total bullshit. Oh, you know he's gleeful right now. And that's shitty. And that should tell you everything you need to know about him. So, yeah. Anyways.
I might do a couple of videos on DIY too. You never know.
I think we should all do some videos on DIY. But look, DIY is not the answer. It's just not, because there's
I know.
all the people that are still struggling are not going to do DIY.
That's very true.
Yeah, I mean, there are things we can do to fight back. And again, I think like the UK did, we will find a way. But how many people in the meantime? How many people are going to lose their businesses, lose jobs? How many people are going to keep smoking? Yeah, have all non-ordering, all that stuff is going to be so screwed. Oh, wow. So Shane Smith says 0 milligram is included. It's all flavor liquids. That doesn't even make sense. How are they going to ban something that doesn't have fucking nicotine in it? That doesn't make sense.
So all e-liquids banned.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to sell the
all flavors.
You have to sell the flavor on the side, like they would nicotine shots.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, even changing the coil could be a pain for the elderly. DIY may be tough, like you said. Exactly. No, exactly. It's going to be an impossibility just because they're going to be overwhelmed. It's just easier for them to keep smoking. So. And so here at DIY Identity says New York declares a health emergency. Like what the fuck? 480,000 deaths from combustible tobacco. Yeah. Panda just said that. Like, this is not okay, but smoking is still okay. This is not okay, but the thousands and thousands of people who die from alcohol every year, that's okay. And hey, look, and you can't tell me they're not fucking pandering. If they're saying that we're pandering to youth with our marketing, then what is alcohol? You know, then what is alcohol doing?
Cigarettes.
Yeah, the whole thing is fucked. So
it is. It's completely fucked.
So Shane, I'm feeling for you, and if there's anything you ever need from me, anything, just let me know. And
We might have to order everything you got.
We'll be all right. So so I don't know if this is news to me, Rob Scanlon. So I don't know what their stance is on menthol and tobacco. I know that some states like Michigan, they banned menthol as well, stating that was indeed a flavor. So it was just tobacco that was left in Michigan. So yeah. So THC and CBD is fine to vape in New York. Even Scott Gottlieb is confused by this. Yeah, makes no sense. You know, look, there could be overwhelmingly negative response to this though in New York, and so if they declare it like a health emergency, it can easily be recalled as well. It's not like something that went through
Oh
legislation.
yeah.
It's just like, again, like an executive order type situation is what it sounds like to me. So hopefully there's some kind of pushback from not just from the industry, but just from, if we can just get 100,000 signatures, just from regular people who aren't even invested in the industry, who live in New York. That's a big, that's a way to say, look, Cuomo, if you want to do this to us, we can make sure that, we hit back when it comes time to vote. So, yep, shit.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit. And Shane Smith, living in New York, man, I really feel for you. And I think it's not long until we're all kind of in the same boat. And again, if there's ever anything that you need, just let me know. So, and I know Shane does do DIY, but if there's ever anything that you need, brother, just let us know. Yeah, it's just madness. Thanks, Pippa, for sending me the article there. It's just madness that when we have a government that's supposed to be based on capitalism, people have created an industry, created jobs, and all these things to improve their lives, and you're just going to snatch that away from them. And let's be real, this has nothing to do with trying to protect the kids. This has nothing to do with even the 6 deaths that have occurred in a relatively short period of time, which is strange in and of itself. Let's be real. We've had 11 years of like, vaping's been around for a really long time, but there's like in the last 11 years, vaping has become really more popular each year, and no deaths during that whole 11 years, right? And then all of a sudden, in the last few months, we have 6 deaths. It just seems fishy to me. But this isn't even about that.
Red flag.
This is about that is a huge red flag. But this is about Cuomo's pockets getting lined by big pharma, by people who have a stake in industries that vaping has affected, and it could possibly affect. So yeah. Oh, Shane, I thought you did do it DIY, but no, seriously, even more so now, man. Anything you need, just hit me up on Facebook, and we'll make something happen for you. Yeah, and like Jerry said, if you're in New York, call the White House, but also call Governor Cuomo. Stay in fucking tune, man, with your politicians. It's important that they know what their constituency feels about these issues.
Yep, you'll never know unless you say something.
That's right. We can't assume that our politicians are on the right track because, again, most of the time they're insulated in this little small world of politicians that they live in, and they're not hearing all sides of this stuff. So,
yeah, exactly.
Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I'm gonna take a look at this article real quick. Pippa said,
all I gotta say is it's for the kids, and all of a sudden everyone's on it.
Yeah, it's
terrorists.
And the reality is, it's just bullshit, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, honestly, the good side of this is that this is just a health. What do you call it? What does he call it here? He'll declare a health emergency. So this is going to be easily withdrawn. They can get this taken away easily. I think it's just going to take some crafty lawyers to file some appeals against this.
Oh yeah.
Well, come on. New York's a huge state. They're gonna fight it. Someone's gonna fight it.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna take up in arms. You know it.
Yep.
Which is a good thing.
So, New York State Health Commissioner Dr. Howard Zucker said, "We need to tackle this as fast as possible." This is a quote. Zucker told reporters, saying that the state had tracked 64 cases of lung disease related to vaping. We don't need to repeat history. Meaning, of course, that that smoking was okay for a while until people realized that it was bad. He was comparing it obviously directly to smoking. The reality is, again, we've had 11 years of nothing, no lung disease, no problems, and then all of a sudden we have 64 cases. I don't buy it. And if they are having cases of lung disease, it's from these black market fucking THC cartridges. It's from the street kid. It's not from e-liquid. It's just not. furious, absolutely furious.
Agreed with you 100%. And there's a lot of articles that are rephrasing what they meant. They're saying it's not from nicotine vaping; it's from the illicit THC and CBD cartridges they're getting. With they're adding vitamin E, acid, something to it.
Yep.
And they retracted a lot of that and started saying, yeah, it's not from nicotine, like your average vapor.
Yeah, no. So, Shane, I mean, for sure, right now, this is a done deal. It is going to take effect. But what I mean is that because it's not legislation, because it's just the governor basically doing an executive order, it can be reversed easier than if it were done through legislation. So.
Oh yeah,
So Vaperz vape, yeah, Vaperz vape. What's going on, brother? So that's what I was saying too, right? Basically saying one shots and or short pours, but basically in New York, apparently at least, they're saying that they cannot even have that. I don't know how they're going to ban that, but we'll see what happens. So. Wow. So Rob Scanlon's coming hot and heavy, saying he got lipoid pneumonia in 2009 from e-liquid from China. I mean, the Chinese e-liquid, even back then, we all knew that shit was dangerous because it was Chinese, and you don't know what they're putting in it, right? But modern e-liquid, it's made here or in Europe, you're gonna be fine. There's nothing in it that's gonna get you sick. It's just not.
Nope.
Oh.
Every time I got pneumonia because I was living in a shed, people were like, "Oh, it's because you vape." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's because I live in a shed with no insulation, and it's wintertime."
I got pneumonia when I was a kid.
Got a heater.
When I was 16, and it was because I lived in fucking Bodega Bay, which is on the coast, and our house had like mold and shit. It was always damp. It was just, you know what I mean? Like that was the conditions I lived in that contribute, and being out partying 24 hours a day. That was my lifestyle. Where I lived is what contributed to me getting sick, not anything that I was doing.
Black mold does that.
Yeah, black mold definitely does that.
But I hate how everyone always like, "Oh, you have an ailment? It's because you vape."
Oh my god! So this lady at my bank, she always is commenting on how I smell good, like vanilla or whatever, right? Because I vape, and I told her I vape. And so the other day I was in there cashing a check, and she's like, "Oh, you don't smell like any cupcakes or anything today." I said, "No, I haven't been vaping very much, like that day, right?" And she's like, "You hear about that? Those people getting sick, right?" And I'm like, "Don't believe everything you read in the newspaper." And she goes, "Oh, I knew that was going to happen before that." She goes, "I've been calling that for a really long time. I knew that vaping was dangerous." And I'm like, "See, people already have it set in their mind, like that this is dangerous because they just like."
Yeah.
People
like my mom.
Yeah, people get these impressions of anything new is bad, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's that newfangled technology, bad. It's always older people. And regardless of what any kind of evidence or science says, they'll never listen to that. To them, it's like, my gut says this, so that's what I'm going to believe. And I hate
my
that.
mom believes that because vegetable glycerin, she thinks it's coating my lungs.
Yeah. No, and people,
other things like that.
Yeah. People, stuff that doesn't make any sense. Stuff that's like, yes, baby. Absolutely.
Yep. Also, like my mom, I tried quoting like, the Royal College of Physicians.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I've never heard of them. I don't care. No, their opinion doesn't matter. I'm like, dude, they called fucking cancerous. They called cigarettes cancerous like 20 years before they got proof.
Yeah.
What you gonna deny these motherfuckers? No, listen to them. Listen to everyone else, but fucking mainstream media, because that's who's losing the money.
Yeah.
It's big pharma, and it's their pocket. Their hands are in their pockets.
Absolutely. We were just talking about like people like anti-vaxxers because there was a big protest in California because Gavin Newsom, our governor, passed a law basically saying all kids have to be vaccinated. And a lady threw a menstrual cup at him, which is, instead of using tampons, these women use cups. They basically collect the blood and they pull it out and just dump the blood, right? It's better for your environment, better for women's bodies, whatever, right? So she threw one at state legislators full of blood. and said, "This is for all the dead babies." And I basically started thinking like that woman, even if you showed her science that says vaccinating your kids is going to save their lives, and then if you don't vaccinate your kids, like we're looking at like 2 or 3 million people a year that would die, and I'm like, see, like people like that, science doesn't mean anything to them. Like they're suspicious of science. Those are the same kind of people that are like, the Earth is flat. You know, like there's nothing you can tell them that's going to like make them understand that they're wrong because they believe something. It's like a religion, you know. And I have no time for religion or people who believe blindly. Yeah, people get influenced by popular media figures or social media figures, people who believe some crazy outlandish shit, and they're like, "Oh, that makes sense to me, so I'm going to believe it."
Sure, right? I mean, it's wholeheartedly to believe something just because someone said something.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a positive thing, and like it's negative because if you lose any weight or you do anything like that, you're against body positive. You're basically.
Yep. So yeah, everything's crazy, but you know, we're just gonna keep on keeping on. We will find a way around this. We will get this. I truly believe that things are gonna get better. I do. I've been the one saying that this is gonna happen since the beginning of last year. I've been calling this, and I'm not trying to say "told you so," but I am just saying the writing was on the wall, and so we definitely knew this was coming. But I'm also going to be the guy who says, we're going to make it through this. I truly, truly believe that.
Mm-hmm. There's ways for it, you know, to get we can rise above it.
That's right. And Beauty of the Vape says something that I'm afraid a lot of people are going to. I'm afraid a lot of people will be on the same page. And she says, "I will smoke again if flavors get banned. It sucks, but I can't lie." And I really appreciate your honesty. And Panda was saying the same thing. You know,
I'm not strong enough yet. I haven't been vaping that long, and I still like nicotine.
So I like nicotine, and fortunately, at this point, I actually can go 6-8 hours without vaping. It doesn't bother me. But Panda can't, and a lot of people can't. And so for me, I have to say that I don't think I would start smoking. I'm not saying for sure I wouldn't. I'm just saying I think I'm strong enough at this point. It's not even about being strong. I think I've been ingesting so little nicotine recently that I think I could just stop if I had to, or at least start to wean myself down. But at the same time, you never know. Things could happen. So
I know with my anxiety and everything, I would not be able to.
Yep. I mean, yeah. If you have anxiety, if you have any kind of social anxiety, nicotine is one of those things that we've always kind of self-medicated with. So, and Rob Scanlon has a really good point. Yeah. Rob Scanlon has a good point. He says, I can understand the anti-vax people because science is hard. Yeah, science is hard. When they hear vax as, I can't pronounce that word, and that is a mercury compound, and mercury equals bad, it's a lack of scientific understanding. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just the idea that you're putting in, like you're going to give me a shot that has the thing that you're vaccinating me against. A lot of people just go, that doesn't make any sense. You're going to give me measles to prevent me from getting measles. People just think, like, again, that's just a lack of the way that science works. So, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, again,
it's going to be very interesting year.
Yeah, Rob Scanlon is on point again. He says, pointing out the e-liquid companies have known since 2009 that vitamin E was bad. Why don't the THC guys know? And make no mistake, I have heard specifically in the media them saying the reason why these people got sick was because vitamin E was put into these fucking vape things. So,
oh yeah, who thought that was a good idea? Putting vitamin E in them.
I don't even understand why you would do that at all. What benefit does it have?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
Is it gonna get you extra stoned? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, me either. Unless it was let me adjust my tinfoil hat here real quick. It was the government.
I mean, maybe. Then why wouldn't they just put it in regular E?
You never know.
Because they're after regular E.
Start somewhere.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jerry says he vapes 6 milligram when he gets anxious, when I don't have my vape. Yeah, you know, I think that it's going to be a short trip from vaping to smoking for some people. So, unfortunately. Thickening agent. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. And it sounds like it would be
Oh, yeah, there
good.
you go.
It sounds like it would be fine too. It's vitamin E. You know what I mean? To make the oil thicker. Yeah, there it is.
Exactly.
That sucks. Just make thicker fucking hash
Right.
oil. It's that easy.
Mhm.
Fucking squares, man. That's it. Rob Scanlon,
Right,
you
let
nailed
me
it.
know.
It's natural. Fucking hippies. Stop smoking that shit, hippies. You know, to be honest, like that's there have been periods where we have this little vape attachment that goes on top. It's like a 5-pin threaded. You put it on a mod, and it's like a little. You can vape buds or hash or whatever. And even though I don't smoke weed like I don't smoke like joints and shit. There have been times in the past, like in the last few months, like if I'm having a really tough time sleeping or whatever, I have a little bit of hash that I put in there that I will take like a toke and knock them ass. You know what I mean? And so I understand the appeal of the little THC cartridges and shit, but like there's places to get them. Well, I mean, it's not in all states. In California, obviously, you can go and get them legally from a store, and you know, for the most part, I expect those to be on the up and up. And you know, well, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Fix it, Danner. What's going on, brother? I was just getting ready to try this new, really good berries that was sent out by Fix It Danner. And then we'll get into some other vape topics. We've been talking a lot about the ban in New York, Fix It Danner, and the kind of a surprise move by Governor Cuomo to ban vaping, or basically ban vaping, to ban flavors in New York State. So yeah, that's been basically what we've been talking about the whole show. So yeah, glad to have you here. All right, so I am going to try this really good berries real quick. Does it say anywhere what the flavor profile is going to be? No. 70-30, 60 mil, 3 milligram. I'm guessing it smells kind of like a candy. Maybe a little bit of fresh fruity. Kind of smells like kind of like a smoothie, like a berry smoothie maybe. So let's try that. And again, I have this in the Venus RDA by Stage Vape on my Polar Bod from Vaperz. And these are, my coils are not working now. It says 9.99. That's not right.
Yeah, something's wrong there.
Yep. Check atomizer. Can do. Okay, that's something's wrong here. It's just stuck on 999. Using the Polar Mod by Vaperz. Listen to the show, lady.
Right? Stay on point. Come on, man.
Stay on point.
Stay on point, boy. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, this is a show. You're supposed to talk. So yeah, this is not working now. It's great. It's just you.
Raggy.
It's probably not the cost.
The mod, it's stuck on 999, even without the RDA. So I did.
You take the batteries out and try resetting it?
I'm just going to take this freaking RDA off this mech mod and use this. So instead of the Vaperz Polar, which now I can't recommend because it just shit on me, I'm using the V-God. But from Naki. Got this from Nock in a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is obviously now it's not going to work. Hey, what are you doing? What?
That the one I got you?
Yes. Yes, the one you got me. Hope I take the batteries out.
Cue the music. It's technical difficulties, folks.
Seriously. There we go. Rebooted and tooted.
Okay, I think it's
Let's see. Oh, it still says 999.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry about my mod too, Rob Scanlon. Luckily I have enough mods to
mess with the 510.
No.
Because sometimes with my drip mod. squawk,
Uh-huh.
I can unscrew it. Sometimes it's
Well, it's screwed, all right. Anyways, so yeah, gonna vape this. What are you vaping on, Naki? While I'm trying to get this fixed up.
Well, still rocking the double barrel V3 and the Turk RDA V2.
Excellent, excellent.
And some of this delicious Beantown Vapor that's still custardy. That's some delicious, delicious shit right
I'm
there.
glad you like that shit.
Oh,
It's been
that's
sitting.
delicious, man.
It's been
Thank
sitting.
you.
It's been sitting for like 6 months. So more than that.
All right. Oh, damn. I'm still rocking the Ewok Caliburn. This
Nice.
time in a red version because my iris color one got stolen and lost.
Yep.
I think I'm rocking Rainbow Road in this one by Vapeasia.
That's the shit right there, buddy.
Yep, Rainbow Road. It is, but not shit. Yeah.
So it's not a shorted
Yeah,
coil
other than
because
that,
it's
that's
obvious.
my two things.
All right. That's it, huh? Keeping it simple. Our Willoughby James,
Yep,
what's
2
going on?
mods. That's it.
Well, that's good. Keep it simple. I actually got, comparably, I actually have kept it very simple today as well on what I'm rocking. I only have a few mods, couple of e-liquids. So,
Oh.
but yeah, our Willoughby James, glad to have you here. We've actually changed the show from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard to 6. So from now on, it just comes on earlier. So people are going to get adjusted to that, I'm sure. But yeah, so I got this to finally work. We are trying out really good berries. Going in blind. Let's go.
Do it.
It's got a smoothie. It's really got a
Nice lab
smoothie.
production.
It's really got a smoothie vibe to it. It smelled like it was going to be like really sharp candy, but it's definitely got a creaminess to it. It's definitely got a smoothie. I get smoothie. I'm just stuck on smoothie on it.
I don't like how it smells.
It kind of smells like grape bubble gum.
Yeah, it's not good.
It definitely does have that element in there, that like candy grape flavor.
When someone else is cooking pork or something, smell food like that.
Yeah, somebody's definitely cooking here. We live in an apartment complex, and so when somebody's cooking meat or something else, we don't eat meat. Well, not a lot of it, at least. Like we're not crazy like vegans or anything, but we tend to not eat meat more than we do eat meat. And honestly, we haven't cooked any kind of real meat here in a really long time. So when anybody's cooking meat, it all comes in and stinks our house up. So yeah, the combination of like the pork smell and this smell is a little bit weird, but this is actually not bad. And I actually expected to come on this review, well, not review, but to come on this video and kind of crash on it. But I can't because it's not offensive in any way. It's really soft. It's really, okay, but this is really hard to hit. The only thing that stands out as being a little bit out of place is the grape kind of, or maybe raspberry.
It's really smooth.
It's really smooth. It's like soft, it's smooth.
Grapey.
It's really grapey,
Bubblegum.
like grape bubble gum, but it also has like a smoothiness to it. Like I get smoothie. My first impression is like smoothie world.
It's like so smooth, it doesn't feel like you're vaping.
I know it's very soft. It's very, very soft. It's good though. Way better than I expected it to be. Because we smelled it, me and Panda both, and we're kind of like, it's not really my flow. But this is not bad. This would be really good in like a tank. Yeah, really good berries. Who would have thought? If you're into berry vapes or into, this is kind of like half candy, half fresh. It's a really unique experience. So that's a short kind of just mini review. I will do a full review of this in the future, but really good berries. Thank you so much to Fix It Danner for sending that out. And again, also vaping this Mama San. I have this on my my red on red. This is the
49ers color, son.
this is the dot mod RDA 24 and the dot mod 24 millimeter as well. Ooh, that's rowdy.
I like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
Sounds like you're typing at the same time.
It does. It does have that mechanical sound to it. So yeah, Mama San.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I gotta put some juice on it. I don't know. I kind of expected more from Mama San because it's so popular. Like you see so many people promoting this e-liquid, so I kind of expected more.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not again, like I was a little off put at first, but I kept coming back to it, and I've been vaping it every day. Not as my only vape, but I have been vaping it every day. Sure. And so there's something there. The fruits are very artificial, whatever fruit is in here, because it's just called purple cheesecake. So I'm not sure what fruit they're going for, but it's not bad. There's definitely something off-putting.
But hey, I have to go.
Okay,
I'll catch you guys later.
peace out, brother.
Deuces.
Deuce. Knocky. So yeah, it's not bad.
But there's something.
Yeah.
Like,
There's something off-putting about it.
like burnt crust or something.
I like the crust part of it. That's the part that really
It's
saves.
really, really crusty.
It's really crusty. That sounds bad, but actually it's really good.
More, I've never had an e-liquid that was real crusty like that.
Yeah, this is
More crusty
than filling.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I was saying at the beginning, and I will say that again, is that this has the deepest crust, like graham cracker crust element to a cheesecake vape. It's got the densest one of those that I've ever had in a cheesecake vape. So, yeah, there's something about it. There's something about it.
It's because it's all crust.
Yeah, and I'm really into texture with vaping, and so crust is one of those things that like I always like kind of latch onto when I'm doing reviews and when I'm just vaping in general. I need something that has like some dense yeah, like filler elements. You know what I mean? Like something that's going to be substantial. And that graham cracker crust is a substantial flavor. I will say this. No, this is not from EMB, but EMB does make a couple of flavors that I really like Gorilla Custard, which is another flavor that I'm vaping right now.
It's too much crust for me. There's not enough flavor, like other flavor, whatever else is.
Yeah, it's light on it's light on like the cheesecake part of it, but the actual crust flavor I like a lot. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I don't need my headphones anymore, but it's different. It's very different. Savory. I wouldn't say savory, personally, but I would say that it's less sweet than you would imagine cheesecake being, but in a good way. Because it's mostly crust. Well, graham cracker crust is sweet though, because graham crackers are sweet. So. But it's not as sweet as you would imagine one being. It's actually really good, but I don't know why I like it. I need some more time with it. I'm going to take some time with this before I do the review, because I do like it, but I don't love it, you know. But then I keep vaping, so it's a really complicated e-liquid, and I want to get down. I want to see what other people say about it, not to color my review, but just to see what's going on, you know. Yeah, no, EMB is great. They were super, super good to me. They sent me a shirt. They sent me a hat. That kind of stuff. I like having these kind of things because I like to support companies, you know, by like promoting, by walking around like a walking billboard. Doesn't color my opinion of the products, but I do enjoy those kind of little, you know, swag items. But they sent me a whole line. They sent me the Gorilla Custard line, and including salt nick versions as well as the free-based versions. And the people there were super nice. And so love working with them. They have a ton of different flavors. If you're not familiar with EMB, go on their website. They have so many different ranges. Cool company, yeah, for sure. I had never heard of them until I got sent the Gorilla Custard. They contacted me. But as soon as I actually looked into them, they're major. They have like a lot of different e-liquids, and they're all very interesting. Like they're not just. It's not like a company like Mount Baker Vapor where it's just a bunch of, you know, make to order e-liquid. Like they're not like that. They have ranges. They have lines. It's kind of like a vape craft kind of company where they have a bunch of different lines that are all made by this parent company. So.
Warning about that shop we had.
What are you talking about?
Vapor Supply store. Vapor
Which one is it though?
Vapor Society Supply.
Are you sure that's the name of the company?
Yeah.
I don't want to say the wrong name of the company. Look it up. Yeah, I think Rob Scanlon, I think you're totally right, and that's something that I should incorporate into my reviews. It's definitely an umami element there, because there is this mixture of textures and flavors. Vape Society Supply. Okay, so we had a bad experience with a company that we've actually,
I
um,
promote it a lot.
well, Panda promoted a lot, but we've also just had good experiences with them in the past. And that's Vape Society Supply. We ordered a couple bottles of e-liquid from them that were listed as being available on their website. So we ordered them, and then it was actually a couple days later before they contacted us and said, we actually don't have those flavors in stock. And then they gave us false information about those flavors being discontinued from their parent companies,
And then it said
which is
zero
not true.
in stock.
So then they changed their mind and said, oh, well, the one flavor is in stock, and the other flavor is on back order.
We can give you a promo code, but you can't use it for 3
Yeah,
days.
we're gonna give you a promo code to get something else at the store, but that promo code won't actually work for 2 or 3 days.
So they wanted me to make 2 orders.
Yeah, and it just didn't make any sense. And
Promo codes are instant.
yeah, it didn't make any sense, and it just they were kind of giving us a little bit of a runaround, and so
Voicemail.
yeah, and we
Email me back when they said they were.
yeah they gave us a runaround. They didn't email back in time in a timely fashion. It's hard to get a hold of them, and so we actually had to end up going through Panda's bank to just get the bank to refund the money, and which we hate to do that. We don't want to do that, and they eventually did today. It came through that they had finally refunded the money, but just a bad experience
But
overall.
the lady
So
literally said, "I'm putting the promo code in your email now," and she never emailed me.
yeah, absolutely,
Like just lying. And then I'm like, I promote you guys on my YouTube channel all the time. Like this is BS.
absolutely.
It just didn't feel right. Something was great about it.
So Temps24 says EMB makes a cream cheese flaky pastry. I am absolutely into that. Yeah, EMB are all very complex craft flavors and great customer service. EMB is a cool company. I hope to work with them more in the future. If they don't send me e-liquid, I will just buy some e-liquid from them because they're really cool, and a lot of their lines seem very right up my alley. A lot of desserts, a lot of complex flavors, like Willoughby James just said. And Rob Scanlon said purple is one of my favorite flavors. I'm not even joking. Yeah, purple is one of those flavors. It works. It goes. Purple drank. Purple jug. One time, a buddy of mine that I went to high school with, when I first moved up to where I live now, I didn't go to high school here. So all my high school friends live south of here. So they used to come up and visit. And we used to go, when they would come up, we'd be partying and stuff, right? So when they came up, we would go buy these jugs, a jig of purple juice, right? I think it was literally called like purple drink or purple juice or something. And my buddy would be standing up front, all hungover and shit with his shirt off, being like, "Yeah, you need a purple drink, purple. Give me that purple jug." Yeah, purple. It's one of those flavors. Absolutely. But I can't really nail down the purple in the purple cheesecake. It's hard for me to get there. I've tried it a couple different ways on top of having it in my gorgeous little dot mod setup. Which, you know what, dot mod, make better products. This looks so beautiful, and and when it comes to aesthetics, I really think that and when it comes to aesthetics, I think that dot mod really has nailed that side of it. But we've had so many issues with their products. Like just the button of this mod is so janky. It just doesn't feel nice at all. And for the money you're paying for these products, they should be better quality. Absolutely.
I've had to return every product I bought except never returned that. But
Yeah, we never returned this. Panda's gone through like 3 different. First, she went through 2 of the mechanical squonks, and then now she has a squonk that is from dot mod, but it's like does wattage and shit, right? It's a regulated mod. And didn't that break too?
Yeah, I had to send it back.
Should have sent it back.
And they took my old one and upgraded me to the regulated one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And I still had to send that one back. And I still have, it has issues.
Where is that? Do you have that still?
Yeah, I use it.
Oh yeah, it's the blue one. Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes I have to tink with the i510.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it'll get too tight and it won't.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll go 999.
Yeah.
Or it'll.
I'm hoping this 510 on this mod. Hoping this fight on this mod, which is just 30 or something. So DIY Dinner said that Ian B spent 8 hours on live stream advocating. Yes, seriously, marketing rep from Ian B did that. You know what? You're right. All vape companies, if they're not fucking doing that, if they're not doing that every day while the fucking industry crumbles around them, then they're fucking up. Because guess what? We're suffering, right? Because we're vapors and we're trying to get other people to stop smoking, and that's our mission and that's our fucking goal. But these companies are losing their business, they're losing their money, they're losing their jobs. You'd think that they would be more, you'd think they'd be more in tune to what's happening. They think they'd be more willing to go out and advocate and fight for this industry, and you just don't see it. I absolutely do not see that happening. So, yeah, they should be the ones on the front line, and you just don't see it happening. And unfortunately, some of that is this has been a Wild West industry with no regulation, with a bunch of shady actors and bad actors who come in, make as much money as possible before any kind of regulation hits, and then they just shit out and they just say, "I'm done," and they walk away from their businesses with a pocket full of fucking cash.
Big companies like that, they should be getting something.
I know all these companies that are like, all these big companies that have made a mint should be fighting right now. Suicide Bunny and Vape Wild, which are the same thing, and all those companies should be throwing money at this problem right now. They should be hiring lawyers. They should be fucking hiring people to go and talk on our behalf in Washington, all those things. So, anyways, yeah. If only more big companies would support the community, we'd be in a lot better position than we are now. There's no doubt about that. And didn't some Chinese company buy Dot Mod a few years ago? I don't know. If to be honest, if they did, I would expect more quality, because Chinese vaping companies have really stepped up their game since the early years. I still wouldn't want to vape Chinese e-liquid, but their fucking products have kind of gotten up to the point where they're as good, if not better, than a lot of the United States products. I don't have the mod in front of me right now, but I have a mechanical mod that was made in China. And it's amazing. And it's just as good as the V-God, if not better. V-God's probably made in China. I think it is, actually. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah. Let's see if I can fix this. I'm trying to clean this 510 out of this little Chinese mod. This Polar from Vaperz. Let's see if we can get it to fire. I'll put this little drop on it. That's actually that's a good fit. It looks nice together. Boom, boom, boom. Some of the drop actually makes the drop actually look good. Craziness. And it works. It just needed to be cleaned. 510 was dirty. Gotta maintain our products, folks. Especially now, because we don't know if we're gonna be able to continue buying, mods and shit. Because right now they're attacking e-liquid, right? But if we get around that and we find a way to continue to sell e-liquid and subvert their laws, like I said, in the UK, where you buy a bottle of 0 milligram e-liquid and you buy the nicotine separately, I really don't see how they can ban that, because that's not a vaping product. It's a bottle of chemicals, well, not chemicals, but you know what I'm saying. It's a bottle of different things. It's like buying a bottle of shampoo, right? Like, or just VG. Like, are you telling me that I can't buy just VG or glycerin? Yeah, I can't buy vegetable glycerin. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So hopefully we can find a way to subvert that. But then what? Do they start attacking the hardware side of it? So me and Panda were just talking about this. If they were to ban some kind of hardware, do some kind of hardware ban, then that would be, that's where that could really start to hurt us. Because while I do think we can always find a way to make e-liquid, or to have e-liquid available to people, without the mods necessary to vape those e-liquids, we're being in really big trouble. So if you have mods, especially mechanical mods, those are the things that can last the longest, potentially, if needed. But take really good care of your mechanical mods. These kind of mods have a definite shelf life. Regulated mods, they're just not going to last forever. Even the best regulated mods have a life expectancy in my fucking time. Short fills, it's all about short fills, I'm telling you. Look, one shots and stuff are great for some of us. Like, I'll take a short, I'll take a one shot, and I can make my own e-liquid. But short fills are really the answer for the masses, because most people can be told, this is a bottle, you take your nicotine, put it in there, shake it up, now you have e-liquid, right? Like, and so while we're not selling them nicotine e-liquid, we are making it possible for them to continue vaping. I still think it's going to affect people. I still think it's going to put a barrier between some people and vaping, but it's better than the alternative of no e-liquid except for nicotine flavor or tobacco flavor, and or one shots, which I think really will put a huge barrier between people, new vapors, and people who are continuing to smoke. So yeah, you know, get at me on social media. I'm on Instagram at Overdose Vapes. I'm on Twitter at Overdose Vapes. A lot of people don't know about the Twitter, but if you're on Twitter, go give me a follow, because I do check my Twitter. And if you at me on Twitter, I will definitely respond, and I will definitely get with you. So if you have stuff you want to talk about, if you have ideas for the show, hot issues, questions you need answered, crazy hot takes you want me to read on air, just let me know. Hit me up on social media. I'm also on Facebook. I'm not like a private Facebook guy. I don't use my personal Facebook for anything other than vaping anyways. So if you want to like message me on Facebook, I'm totally available for that. And yeah, let's keep on fighting. Let's keep on rocking in the free world, and let our politicians know that this is important to us. And also reach out to companies that you support and tell them, my support, is contingent on the fact that you're going to have to get involved in the fight for vaping, because there's no reason why we should be the ones towing the line when these large companies are making buku bucks off of us. Don't fucking put any effort forward to actually protect this industry. So DIY Down Under, my Twitter handle is at Overdose Vapes. Exactly what you just typed. That is how you can get a hold of me on Twitter. And I'm going to get out of here too as well. So Rob Scanlon, you have a good night. Everybody else that joined us tonight, I'm so happy to have you guys. And I really think that this was a good conversation. And I'm extremely lucky to have friends like you guys. And so until next week, much love. And I hope you guys have a great week. If you haven't watched my latest review, I uploaded yesterday. Go check it out. It's a review that me and Panda did together on the TANTS pod system. It ended up being pretty good. There's also a newer. They have the TANTS. They also have the TANT Max, which is a 15-watt mod. We didn't do that review. Only the TANTS, smaller pod. But go check it out. It's a great video. And so, if I say so myself, so go check it out. Give a quick like on that. Give a quick like on this video to let so YouTube shows this video to other people. Ever since they got the strike, our visibility has been really low. People don't get shown our videos, and so do me a favor, hit the like button. That way, people get shown this replay, and people can get involved in this conversation. It's really important. Fix It Danner, you keep being awesome. R. Willoughby James, you keep being awesome. Jerry Later, DIY Down Under. I'm glad you found me on Facebook. Pete Goodwin, you're the man. All you guys, I got nothing but love, man. I got nothing but love. All They Vape, yes, I started an hour early, but much love. See you guys all later. And that's it. Peace out. Keep your coils tight. And I'm out.